Well, it is December 5th, and we're gonna do a little push over to the neighbors over here. They have some doe tags they wanna fill, so Zane and I are coming in right here, and we're gonna work the ravine down the edge. Denton's gonna come in off the strip, and the standards are over there in the corner below the cabin, so I'm actually walking with my grandfather's Browning 20 gauge here. I've never shot a deer with it. I don't plan to. There isn't really any bucks in here that I would shoot, and I've good on doe. So black bear, on the other hand, we're gonna let her rip. So we'll head through and see if we can't hear any shooting here. Oh, I just kicked up a bunch of doe up here in front of me. They're running right toward the standers, so that's good. There goes one of them. I hope. Well, it sounds like success to me. We'll just hang tight and see if we'll wait for Denton to get down through the strip before we head down through the rest of it. Well, we had another shot over here. It was either Denton or Zane that just shot. I haven't seen anything come running up over the ravine, so I'd imagine they hit their mark. Well, they're running right toward their maker up there. That's perfect. Oh, there's a squirrel. Big gray squirrel. Well, Chris had a little fawn come by him, and that was it. Most of the deer, I think, stuck tight up to the field edge. And there's 2 shots, so I would imagine the first one hammered a big doe, and I think it was Terry. Oh,
it was you?
Where is she? We had the first shot as a miss, but it don't surprise me. He was a Marine.
That's nice.
If this is an Army guy, there'd be deer laying everywhere in here.
Well, yeah, a lot of them cut across that corner and went through that shit and went up to Zane.
Did you guys kill anything? Got one? Big doe?
All I had was the head.
There was like 5 or 6 that came up.
Yeah, they
2
split.
more, and 2 shot out the back.
Yeah, the second, you sounded like a hit. Did you shoot or you shoot?
No, I didn't shoot.
Zane shot. Got one of your D-maps filled. Is she a big girl? Mm-hmm. Well, if it is really big, I'm glad you shot before it got to Terry. He's in the big doe contest with me. They all really wanted to stick tight to that field edge. Yeah. They didn't want to come down in the woods.
Yeah, I saw a couple of tracks run that way, but I never saw them. Most of them.
It makes sense. The wind's coming out of the southwest, so they're wanting to run right into the wind.
Where'd you dump her? In the woods? He might be light enough, he won't say. Yeah. He won't say.
That thing's way too clean.
Yeah.
You don't drive it every day like you do, but 50 miles an hour up the road.
I peg her everywhere I go. Typical, your Marine buddies, you only miss on the drive.
Had my AR, they'd all be dead. How'd you miss? I don't know. You only shot once. I don't know how. There's 4 more bullets in the gun.
You had one run right behind you when you were sitting there.
No.
Oh, it was big.
It was just saw
probably
3 pops.
I bet you it was a little buck, because he waited till everybody was through and then came.
All I saw was tails running up through the woods. I didn't know what they were or nothing. I could just see tails. Whole bunch of them.
Well, we got one to drag out from Zane.
Where's it at?
Just inside the woods over there.
You gotta get a longer start.
Wait out.
He got it. Well, we're gonna do another little push of the sugar maples up here. There's Brian's got a bunch of standing corn on the other side of that, so I'm sure there's gonna be a bunch of deer in here. There isn't any bucks over here that we're looking to kill, but there's some big doe that the standers are probably gonna let have it if they come out. We'll see. Yeah, it's walking to the right. See it? I couldn't tell what it was. It's a big bodied deer. I don't know where it went. Did you ever see it, Zane?
I saw it for a split second.
Must have been bedded right under that pine down there. Oh, there it goes.
Bald, whatever it is.
It's going the right direction. Doe I just kicked up right there. I'm gonna circle out around her a little bit. Oh, we made it through the first portion of the drive, and then this is the last little bit we gotta do. This is all brush in here. That corn's right out there. So there'll be deer coming out of here, I bet for sure. Let's stick in here. Okay, so the last drive didn't amount to much. We kicked up, I think 6 or 7 deer, a bunch of little ones, no big doe really to shoot at for any of the standers. So now we're over here at the apple orchard, and we're gonna have a few guys walk through here, and Denton's looking to kill a big doe if he gets an opportunity, or a big bear, or the 0% chance of shooting a big buck.
It's like a 1% chance maybe.
I know there's a big one living across the swamp, so maybe all the Pennsylvania bear hunters might have booted him across, who knows.
Yep.
But we'll see. If something comes running out of here, we're shooting, you'll get a show from this guy. If it's a bear, you're not going to get a show because the camera's going to drop and I'm going to start letting her fly. There's going to be something coming out of here.
It sounded like a hit.
Yeah, it did. Well, somebody just let one rip, one of the drivers, so I bet you there's going to be something come running out of here. It might just be 2 fawns.
The way it sounded, it's a good chance.
Yeah, it was a thud. It was a kill shot. Terry might be entering the big doe contest today.
He looked really good when he jumped up in the brush.
Oh, no.
That looks like the 8.9, yeah.
He's a 2.5-year-old deer.
Yep. That's the one. I got awesome video of him the other night out.
A little deer.
Yeah. Whoops.
Whoops.
That's what's tough about these drives.
You drive.
Yep.
I didn't shoot the first time I saw him, and I'm like, what are you going to do?
Yep. That's okay.
It is what it is.
Yep. At least it's a Beck-rank buck. He lived over on your guys's. He wintered. He would come over on ours, you know, to eat, but
like I said, he jumped up right there. Zane jumped him. And
it is a
shoot.
just
and then
a.
I'm like, oh man, he looks pretty good.
He is a cute bugger.
Listen to you. He been a lot better next year, probably.
The only backward buck left.
In front of me. Zane jumped him. He looked huge when he jumped
Don't blame
up.
me.
That was the only Beckering buck left.
Yeah, I passed that thing up 5 times with the ball.
That's with the bow. He jumped
That
up
looks
in
like
the
the one that went
brush,
through
looked
Bob's.
really big, and I shot.
Yeah, even a freaking.
I let that thing
Even
go.
he let it go.
I still got archery tag too.
Oh, that's
Let
okay.
one smaller than that on your property go.
This thing was literally on my food pile. I was just telling you about it.
Where was
In the orchard. Then when he tipped over, I'm like, oh.
I
crap.
think you should add 100 to the dough pool now.
Yeah, he's 200.
Yeah.
It's $100 for every time somebody passed this deer up.
Yeah. No, well, I passed him up in the food plot last week, so that's 400 now. That's
Well,
4
I
of
kinda
us.
assumed once he fell over, I was going to take some abuse out of this one.
Hold it up, Terry.
No.
Oh
Nope,
gosh.
don't want to hold it up.
Well, that's a wrap on today's hunt. We got a few kills. Denton with his big doe, or Zane with his big doe. We're gonna weigh that when we get to the house and see what she weighs. Looks like a big one. Well, we just got Zane's doe on the scale just for the heck of it, and she is 106. Well, 105 now. It says 105.28. So that's definitely a big old girl. Certainly a good doe to take out. I'd say you picked the biggest one, Zane. I'd say you picked the biggest doe out of the group. You did good work. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this video up, everybody, but I do want to comment on the deer drives. I know there's a lot of strong feelings for and against deer drives. I'm just gonna give you my own personal opinion or feelings on drives. This in no way means how you feel is wrong. You know, you have that right to have your own opinion on whatever you want, but in my personal opinion, deer drives really aren't the greatest way to kill big bucks. One, you boot all the deer, especially mature deer, out of your woods or wherever you're driving, and those mature deer, once they get bumped once, done. They're not coming back. They don't like that. Second, it's very dangerous. No matter how you do it, there's always going to be people walking through the woods, and there's always people with guns on the outside. So if deer come out, if you're very well prepared as to where you want to shoot and stuff, there's really no safe way. There's some safe ways to do it, but a lot of hunting accidents happen when deer drives are being done. Third, it's really hard to judge the deer during a drive. Like in Terry's case, this buck jumps up, he sees a rack, and he doesn't know what deer are in the area very good like I do, or a lot of us. We know every buck that's there. There's really no buck sneaking in and out of there with 78 cameras on 500 acres. But he didn't realize what buck it was and shot it. Not saying that there's anything wrong with that. If you're happy with a buck like that, shoot it. That's your right. And whatever gets your goat, if a spike gets your goat, shoot the spike. That's totally up to you. But Terry shot some really big bucks in his life, and he usually doesn't shoot deer like that. So that's why we were kind of busting him about it. We weren't like shaming him because he shot a smaller buck. We were just busting him because that's what we do to each other. If I shoot a buck like that, I get busted. If Chris shoots one like that, he gets, it's just what we do as a friend group. We're not belittling him in any way by giving him crap over the buck. We just know that he was upset about shooting it, understandably, and we're just razzing everybody. So congrats to Terry on an awesome 8-point buck. And I know everybody has different feelings about driving deer. I just told you how I felt about them. What I do like about drives is the camaraderie with the fellow hunters and your friends and family. That's one of my favorite things one of my favorite memories about Thanksgiving was getting together with all the family and doing deer drives. We don't do that anymore just because we understand what it does to our hunting, and I think we better understand how to kill big bucks year after year now, and deer drives aren't in the mix. But if you want, go ahead and comment how you feel about deer drives. I'd like to see what everybody thinks about them. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.